Listen, I'm so glad to have you on because we need to talk about lots and lots of issues. First of all, Prince Harry, never far away from the news, and apparently not a happy bunny.
Yeah, so this is, well, I thought that this was a very incredible piece by Dr. Tessa Dunlop, who has been Team Sussex in the past, wrote about, she's a royal historian and an expert, and she wrote about Meghan's silence when it comes to the Sentebale charity. And she said now that Meghan has this new Netflix deal, a looser Netflix deal, that's not as lucrative as the previous one, might she actually find her voice? And not the voice she's using to hawk as ever products, but this voice that she, when she was talking to Oprah Winfrey, this voice she found after leaving the British royal family to speak her truth to power against the British royal family. And Tessa's saying, where is this voice to defend Prince Harry? Prince Harry, who has defended Meghan Markle so fiercely ever since we met Meghan Markle. You know, she says that Prince Harry even used it against the advice of members of his family. And Tessa says Harry cuts a very lonely figure these days as he is trampled on by Sentebale and some of the people that worked with him throughout that charity. And Meghan just seems to have one focus and one focus only, and that's to sell her products.
Well, it's very interesting, isn't it? Because there are two camps. You've got Team Wales and Team Sussex. And Team Sussex is a diminishing army, isn't it? Because the US talk show hosts, they were quite fond of Meghan back in the day. Now they consider the couple to be a laughingstock because of their horrible double standards. And now someone like Tessa Dunlop, who would have been sympathetic to Meghan Markle and the Sussexes, has stuck the knife in. And then, of course, newspapers like The Guardian, who instinctively, I think, would be Sussex bound in terms of their support, absolutely vilified the Netflix series With Love, Meghan, describing it as the worst TV they'd ever seen. So they're losing friends and losing friends fast, but Meghan deafening in her silence. Why is that? Is it because Harry, in her view, is damaged goods?
Oh, here we go again. Mark Dolan and Kinsey Schofield, a tag team of recycled royal gossip, sitting around dissecting Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's lives like it's their part-time hobby. Meghan's silent about Sentebale, Harry's charity, and suddenly that's a scandal. And now we're tossing around divorce book fan fiction like it's a Marvel sequel. Please. At this point, the only drama here is how desperate some commentators are to stay relevant off Meghan's name. In nature, silence is strength. In royal commentary, it's seen as weakness. Meghan's quiet support for Harry's charity, Sentebale, is criticised as disinterest. The expectation support must be loud and public, but true partnership thrives in quiet moments, not just grand gestures. Demanding constant public validation misunderstands the nature of their bond. Meghan's value isn't measured by social media posts or statements. Her support may be private, and that's valid. Marriage is a private landscape, not a stage for public judgment. The critic's obsession with noise ignores the power of quiet strength. Meghan is her own person with her own passions and projects. Her silence is not absence but presence of trust and understanding. The demand for constant performance is a modern obsession. Critics rush to fill silence with their own assumptions, but the real story is a rich, quiet life they can't see. The burden placed on Meghan is one created by outsiders, not by her reality. Silence can be support, and privacy can be strength. Not all love needs to be broadcast. Money shapes every life, royal or not. When Harry and Meghan sought financial independence, critics called it betrayal. Yet the royal family's own wealth and commercial ventures rarely face such scrutiny. Why is independence condemned for some but praised for others? The expectation. Harry should serve, not earn. But leaving royal roles meant leaving royal funding. Their pursuit of financial independence is responsible, not greedy. Criticising them for earning is punishing them for seeking freedom. Many build careers through media deals, why not them? Their redefining service, showing independence and contribution, can coexist. The double standard reveals more about the critics than the couple. Independence isn't betrayal, it's growth. Their choices reflect modern realities, not outdated expectations. In nature, Storms are real. In commentary, they're often manufactured. Rumours of PR conflicts between Harry and Meghan are built on speculation, not fact. Separate projects are painted as signs of a rift, ignoring how modern couples thrive. Healthy partnerships allow for individual ambitions. Critics demand Meghan be independent, then fault her for it. It's not genuine concern, it's drama for headlines. The divorce book rumour is pure fiction, repeated for clicks. These storms are illusions, crafted by those who profit from conflict. Real partnerships don't require constant public unity. Trust and respect allow for growth, together and apart. Harry and Meghan are building a life with space for both. The only real conflict is the one invented by commentators. Don't get swept up in a storm that isn't real. See through the manufactured drama. The truth is far less dramatic and far more human. Two brothers, two paths, William and Harry. William's life is defined by duty and tradition, set from birth. Harry chose freedom, forging his own legacy. His path required courage, leaving the familiar for the unknown. It's not rejection, but a pursuit of authenticity. Comparing their choices isn't about better or worse, they're simply different. William upholds tradition. Harry creates a new model of influence. Critics call Harry's choice a failure, but is freedom really a loss? Many dream of choosing their own path. Harry had the courage to do it. The real question, is inherited duty more valuable than chosen purpose? Some value the institution, others value authenticity. Harry's choice doesn't diminish William's, it illuminates another way. Both paths are valid, but forging your own takes a special kind of bravery. Authenticity over expectation, freedom over fate. Harry's journey is a reminder. There's more than one way to live meaningfully. Sometimes the bravest path is the one you choose for yourself. Public figures face an impossible demand. Perfection. Meghan Markle is scrutinised for every word, outfit and project. Critics amplify perceived flaws, expecting her to be flawless, but perfection is a trap. No one can achieve it. This standard ensures failure and fuels unfair criticism. It's not about improvement, it's about control. Meghan's presence challenges tradition, and the demand for perfection is a way to contain that. She doesn't need to be perfect, just herself. Her value lies in her humanity, strengths and imperfections. Our flaws build character and resilience. Denying imperfection is denying humanity. We should celebrate authenticity, not chase an impossible ideal. Meghan's strength is moving forward despite scrutiny. She's not a fairy tale. She's real, and that's more inspiring. Real people, not perfect ones, make the world interesting. Here's what Mark and Kinsey always miss. Meghan doesn't need to be perfect in anyone's eyes. She doesn't need a permission slip from the UK tabloids to live, to work, to breathe. She's already perfect for Harry, perfect for her children, perfect for herself. And that's enough. The obsession with perfection, that's projection. Because the British media can't handle a woman who refuses to beg for their approval. So here's the truth. Harry and Meghan left a broken system, built a new life. And they're thriving despite non-stop cheap shots from people whose careers literally depend on them failing. Mark Dolan and Kinsey Schofield can spin fairy tales of divorce books and PR clashes, but reality is simple. The Sussexes are free, they're focused, and they're doing just fine. And if Meghan ever wanted to be perfect for critics like Mark and Kinsey, she'd need to stop breathing, stop existing, and stop shining. And thankfully for us, she's doing the opposite. Now that's the part they'll never forgive Mark Kinsey. Maybe worry less about Meghan's silence and more about your own echo chamber. Because trust me, the Sussexes aren't the ones desperate for attention.